Okay, we're recording. All right. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. If you guys do not know me, hello. My name is Kayla. I'm 23 and I am a diamond with It Works. I wanted to just kind of like do this newbie to Ruby training because there's so many new distributors on my team. I know so many of my sidelines have new members on their team. So I just kind of wanted to do this for everybody. And just kind of give you like my number one, or not number one, but like best tips on going Ruby. 2 years ago, like around this time, I went Ruby. I went Ruby during boom season and I promoted on January 31st, 2018. So I've been very like nostalgic thinking about it. So I was just like, I'm gonna do a Zoom about it. So if you are like brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have been in for a bit and you're trying to go Ruby, if you just joined and you want to go Ruby, this is the place to be. So I'm gonna kind of like go over kind of literally everything. So if you guys have questions, put them in the chat. If I look at it during the Zoom, I have a squirrel brain, so I will stop what I'm doing and like talk about that. But I will kind of like go over everything after, but feel free to drop questions. So I'm just gonna go right into it. So if you are brand spanking new, if you literally joined like within the last few weeks, maybe a month, maybe a couple of months, my number one thing is to just be proud of yourself for making like a step and a change and doing something new. It's not always easy for people to do. So that in itself is a huge accomplishment. So bravo to you. The second thing is that I always tell my team to do, follow Mark Pentecost, our CEO, and Pam Souter and Cami Pentecost. If somebody can put that in the chat, that'd be great. Those are, our corporate leaders. And so literally like they go live all the time. They do, Pam Souter does a Show Me the Money call every single Monday night. And we also have like lives and announcements. So make sure you follow them on Facebook. Don't friend them, just follow them and you'll be able to see all of their posts. And then you'll get turn post notifications on for them. That way you know when they're going live, when something is happening. We have a family call every single Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's right. Every Sunday. So usually that's when like Mark and Mike and Cami or whoever is just like saying announcements for the week, top leaders, top enrollers, what's going on for the week, announcing any new deals, stuff like that. You always want to be, in the loop. The second thing is to fill out your tax forms. Make sure that those are filled out on your eSuite. If you haven't done those yet, reach out to your enroller and they will literally walk you through step by step how to do that. But basically you want to do those as soon as possible just because that's how you get paid. So we all want you to get paid. So definitely get your tax forms filled out as soon as possible. Next thing is set up an auto shipment. That is so important, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. So setting up an auto shipment is not only going to get you commission qualified, so to make sure you get a paycheck every month, but it's also going to give you the opportunity to get products, try them yourself, fall in love with them, and get your own results. You always want to be a product of the product. The first product I ever tried was the greens. And I still use them to this day. And I've been in the business for 2.5 years. I have been drinking greens every single day for the past 2.5 years. No joke. So that is one of the products that I fell in love with. I've also been drinking the keto coffee. Ever since it came out, I joined in 2017. Coffee wasn't a thing, didn't exist. It came out in 2018, I think, or the end of 2017 maybe. And that was when we didn't have, salted caramel and pumpkin spice. We only had the regular. And so I drank that all the time when I was in college. And I've lost 20 pounds with our triple threat. So just always, and maybe if you're not looking to lose weight, that's okay. Try our skincare, try our eyelash serum, try, products for energy, like our keto energy, or maybe try the collagen. If you're like me and you have anxiety and depression, I swear by our Confianza and our Super Red. So like, even if you're not looking to lose weight, we do have so many other products that you can try and fall in love with. I literally use 12 products a day. So the auto shipment is great, and because you'll be able to get literally at least 2 to 3 products every single month, and also be commission qualified to get a paycheck. It's so important. If you can't do an auto shipment, at least get something. Get like, just place an order for one product. If you can't do 2 to 3, do one. Place an order, because like, literally, I'm telling you, like, be a product of the product, and you talking about the product, you using the product, you getting your own results. That's what's going to be able to help you to honestly enroll more customers. I post on my story every single day about the products that I use on the daily. If you really just like, if you're in a spot where you're like, I can't afford auto shipment, I cannot place another order, that's okay. All right. Auto shipments are optional, but they are highly recommended. Okay. So if you can't do an auto shipment, just make sure that you have 150 personal bonus volume, or PBV, under you, which is around 4 customers a month. If you have 150 PBV, then you're commission qualified. If you just have an auto shipment set up, you don't need to worry about the 150 PBV. You just need the 80 BV auto shipment. That is all. Okay. So you either run the 80 BV auto shipment, or you get 150 PBV under you. There's 2 different ways to be commission qualified, but you want to make sure that you're always commission qualified, so you will always get a paycheck. Next thing is, like, when you first start, you want to get your Instagram and your Facebook organized. Like, when I first started, I didn't even have a bio on Instagram. Yeah, I didn't have one, and my Facebook looked horrendous. Like, I don't know, I was not organized. So you want to make sure that you have a nice profile picture, either a selfie or a picture of you or whatever. You don't want anything like, you don't want anything like spammy or anything. You want a picture of you. Okay. It can be a picture of you, be pictures of you and friends. I don't care. Just make sure that it's a picture of you. And then in your bio, you can do bios on Facebook now. That wasn't a thing before, but you can do a bio now. Make sure that your bio is strictly about you. That is what a bio is. So literally, like, put things about yourself that people want to know about you, like, as soon as they go to your page. So if you request to follow somebody, the first thing that they look at is your bio. It's kind of like your resume for a job kind of thing. So like, the first thing that they look at is your bio. Who is this girl? Who is she about? What is this? So, in my bio, I have Chipotle addict, foodie, RI because I'm from Rhode Island. I have RWU alum because I'm an alumni. And I forget the other thing. Oh, night owl. I am always awake. So like, those are like 5 things about me. I also have a quote in there that I swear by. It's know your worth and be you, do you, for you. And then I have an influencer application in my bio. If you're brand new, you don't need that right away. If you've been in for a little bit, put that in there. Definitely, 100%. But like, if you're brand new, like, literally just do 5 things about you, a quote, put where you're from, emojis, make it fun, make it you. Do not put anything It Works related in your bio. Don't do it, because your bio is about you, not what you offer. Okay. So I have never had that in my bio. I train all of my girls to just have their bio be about them and make it fun. And then once you have everything organized, once you've done the taxes, once you have your auto shipment set up, or want to place an order for a product and whatever, you start to go into what you need to do every single day in order to be successful. And, if you girls like are not on my team, you will probably hear your enroller say the exact same thing that I'm about to say. And if you kind of sense a repeating pattern, then that means you probably should listen. So the daily to-dos, what we do every single day, okay? 1, we message. 2, we follow. 3, we post. 4, we post on our stories. 5, we follow up. 6, we self-develop every day. And 7, we interact. I can type that in the chat for everyone that's taking notes. So these are like the daily to-dos of what you do every single day. And this is standard for every single distributor in this company. It doesn't matter if you're new. It doesn't matter if you've been in for a year. This is what every single person does. Post on story. I can't type and talk at the same time. Self-develop. And interact. I'm going to go over all of these to go kind of like into more depth of what I need. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to message. So if you are on a team and maybe you don't, maybe like your upline didn't teach you how to message, like everyone runs their business differently, but this is how I've run my business for the past year and a half. This is what's been successful for me and how I teach my team. So, what I do is I message at least 100 to 150 people per day. Now, before you freak out, it's really not that much, okay? And I'm going to break it down for you. So instead of, messaging 100 people all in one sitting, Instagram doesn't really allow us to do that, and neither does Facebook. Because when you message like that much, Instagram thinks that like you're a robot, or whatever, that you're not a real person, and it blocks you. And when you get blocked, it's really not that fun. So what we do is we kind of split it up. So I tell my team to message 10 to 15 people every other hour or so. Now, if you message 10 people, how long do you think that takes? 2 minutes? 5 minutes? I always give the analogy, like if you can text message 10 people in an hour, like your friends or whatever, you can message on Instagram. You can do it. So, and when I message, I just like send the same generic message. And I always put like the person's name, like, hey, Abigail, or hey, Emma, or whatever their name is. I always try to be very personal. A lot of girls or a lot of distributors do hey, girl. I do not do that. I make it more personal. I want them to know that, like, I know who they are. I know their name, kind of thing. So if you don't have a message, reach out to your upline. They will literally give you like a message to send out. So I make sure to message 100 people per day, at least. Obviously, the more the better, but if you have a really busy day, if you're in school, if you work full time, I don't know, whatever your schedule is, 100 people is a minimum, okay? 2, following. Following is huge. I had 900 followers when I started this business, and now I have 5 Instagram accounts, and I have 13,000 followers collectively. So I literally did not have a big audience when I first started. I wasn't really big on like the whole following thing. I really didn't use Instagram that much, to be honest. Anyway, so I had 900 followers when I started, and growing your network is so important, okay? Because if you don't grow your network, you're just talking to the same people every single day, and that's boring. And want to know what? I'll be the first one to tell you. Is every single person that follows you going to be interested in what you have to offer? Are they going to be always interested in the business? No. The answer is no. Just like if I go to Target, and I kind of see something, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to get it. Like that is literally with any business. And for the people that aren't interested, that's okay. Okay, cool. Like whatever. Like you will find the people that want the products, that want to improve their health, that want more energy, that want to make an extra income. So those people, that are on your followers, I need to sit different. The people that are on your followers right now, not all of them are going to be interested, and that's all right. That's why it's so important to make sure that we're always growing our audience every single day. So what I do is, again, Instagram and Facebook have rules. I don't make up the rules. I don't have any control over that, but this is the algorithm, okay? So on Instagram, what I have found is that you usually don't want to follow over 200 a day. Before you could follow way more than that, but right now, according to this Instagram algorithm, 200 a day is like bomb. Okay, that's probably like the minimum you can do. Okay, so what I do, I break it out in chunks. All right, so think about how fast it takes to follow somebody. a second, half a second. Okay. So what I do is I follow my followers. So what I do is I go to a picture that I posted like in the past couple of days. I go to the people that liked my picture, and then I just click on a random girl. Maybe I know her, maybe I don't. I don't know. Usually it's the people that I don't know. So I will click on her page. She has a nice page and she has nice pictures and she has like a lot of likes, like over 150 likes or whatever. I always try to go 200, but like if they have 150, I'm like, okay, cool. If they have 150 plus likes on a picture, I click on those likers that liked her picture, and then I follow 50 girls. I always want to make sure that the person's page that I'm looking at, I want to make sure that they're at least 18, because only people that are 18 can get the products, and only people that are 18 and above can become a distributor. So you don't want to follow high school people because those are irrelevant to you. They won't help you and they're too young. So I always want to make sure that anybody's like profile that I click on from my followers, I want to make sure that they're in college, they're 18. If you can't tell if they're 18, or if you can't tell if they're in college, look for a graduation picture. Everybody posts a graduation picture from high school or college or whatever. If I see that, I'm like, okay, you good, you 18, because usually everyone's 18 at least when they graduate high school. So that's what I look for if I really can't tell based on their bio. And then I'll follow 50 girls. Me personally, I only follow girls. Guys, they make it weird. They make it awkward. They're a waste of my time. That's how I work my business. If you want to message guys, go for it. I just don't. That's just how I run my business. But I'll never say like, oh, guys can't use the products. Guys can use the products. They can. Anybody can use our products. I just personally choose not to talk to guys. I don't know. They make it weird. Okay. So following is huge. So I follow like 50 at 12 o'clock, another 50 at 6 o'clock, and another 50 at like 11 o'clock. So I do that because at 12, everyone's on lunch break. Everyone's in the middle of their day. Everyone is in between classes. And what do people do when they're on their lunch break, in between classes or whatever? They're on their phone. So they're going to see my follow request, and they're more likely to see it and accept it. And then I follow again at 6. Why? Because everyone's out of work. Everyone's at home. Everyone's making dinner. Everyone's taking a shower. Like, I don't know, like everyone's just kind of like winding down from their day. And what do? They're on their phone. So they're more likely to see my follow request and accept it. Then I follow again at 11. Why so late? Well, one, because I'm awake. If you go to bed earlier than that, bless your soul, I can't. I literally go to bed at 2 a.m. every night. But at 11 p.m. I follow, because what is everyone doing at 11 p.m.? They're literally laying in bed, watching Netflix or Hulu or a movie, and they're scrolling on their phones, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I follow when it's like most convenient for other people, because I know that they're going to be on their phone. That's how I honestly like get a lot of follow requests. Oh, another thing, make sure your Instagram profiles are private. And I say private because that's how you're going to be able to know like how many follow requests you're getting per day. So, excuse me. So I follow like 150 to 200 people a day. And like, I have 5 Instagram accounts, mind you, but between each account, I usually get like around 40 requests. Like the way that I follow and the times that I follow, that is like what's worked best for me. So definitely try that out if you haven't yet. Okay. Third thing, posts. Posting is huge. Okay. And I think out of everything that literally you learn as a new distributor, I think posting is the hardest thing. Messaging is easy. Following is easy. Getting to know the products are easy. Posting, it's freaking hard because you have no idea what to talk about. You don't know what to post about. You don't know what picture to post. Like, and I get it. And if you feel like that, that is normal. That is 100% normal, okay? There are days where I literally don't even know what to post. And I'm 2.5 years in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are not alone in that. So what my best like advice and tips for posting is that you want to post you. You want to post your life. You don't want to copy someone else's. You don't want to copy other people's captions. You want to be you. You want to talk on your Instagram about your life, no one else's, okay? That is like my best tip. With posting, another thing is like the more that you do it, the easier and better it will be for you. You have to start somewhere. I had to start somewhere. I had no idea what I was doing when I first started. But the more that I did it, the more comfortable I got with posting and talking about my life more. Like on Instagram, we already post about our lives. We already post with our friends. We post pictures of where we're going, what we're eating, what we're doing, an accomplishment that we did, like graduating. Like we already do that. The pictures part is easy, I feel like. It's easy. The caption is hard. So for the captions, it's like post about why you started. Post about, maybe you watched your enroller for so long. Talk about why. Like, what were you concerned about? What were you afraid about? Talk about that. I always talked about how like I joined this business with literally $50 to my name. And I only joined for an extra $100 a month for gas. That is all that I wanted when I joined this business. Did I expect anything more than that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And now I'm sitting here talking to you guys and I do this full time. I quit my jobs and I do this full time now. And it's crazy. Did I know that was going to happen? No. But like when I joined, I talked about why I struggled, like what I was going through and like what I wanted. So put your goals out there. Talk about them. If you're going through like a hard time in your life, talk about it. If you're going through like a change in your life that's positive, talk about it. Like literally put your life out there because people don't want to see this picture perfect person with the perfect life and the perfect picture. Like, no, nobody is perfect. No one on this earth is perfect. None. Okay. It doesn't exist. So like, you might as well just be you. So are my pictures like super perfect? No. Are my captions perfect? No. Do I make spelling mistakes? Yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I literally just post about me and what I go through. Like I have depression and anxiety. I talk about that. I have struggled with confidence my entire life. And I still do. I'm more confident than I was 2 years ago, but like I talk about that because that is just something that I go through on the daily. I talk about the products that I love. I talk about my goals, where I want to travel. We have conference coming up next week. I've talked about like how freaking excited I am about it. I've talked about, I'm going after a promotion and I'm putting it out there. I'm speaking it into existence. And then I always tie it into the business somehow. So like, I'll talk about what I did that day and how I was able to bring my business like with me and work on the go. Or I'll talk about like, for example, off the top of my head, last summer, my dog had to go to the vet. We had to go in an emergency vet, and because she was throwing up blood. Sorry, graphic and drastic and whatever. But we had no idea what was going on. And I was able to just drop everything that I was doing and go with my mom to the vet. And so I posted about it because like if I had another job, I would not have been able to just be like, hey, boss, I got to go. Bye. I wouldn't have been able to do that. So I talked about that. I talked about how I literally could take my business with me while I was helping my dog. You know what I'm saying? So like, talk about your life. Be vulnerable. Be you. Because the more relatable that you are about your journey, about your story, about who you are, about where you're going, about why you're doing this, that's what's going to get people. That's what's going to get people to follow your journey. Literally. I have girls that join my team that have watched me for months or years because like I post every single day. And there are times where I don't know what to talk about. So that's when it comes in handy, like following other leaders in this business that inspire you. So like for me, my biggest inspirations are Cassie Westland, which is one of my uplines. My second inspiration is Cheyenne Knox. She is freaking 21 and she's younger than me, but I look up to her so much because I love her leadership. I love her positivity and I love all of her posts. And then my third inspiration is Morgan Martin. She's 26 and she's a presidential, and like I want her life. If I could trade if I could trade places with someone, it would be her. You know, like follow people that like inspire you. Follow people where like you read their caption and it fires you up. You know, and that's honestly like how I get more inspiration of like what I can post about. You know, like Morgan Martin, she like talked about her anxiety and depression and like really accepting it and kind of like, you know, praying about it. And I was like, wow, I was like, I never thought about that. I should write about that because I have anxiety too. You know what I'm saying? So like that really helps too. If you ever struggle with like posting or knowing what to talk about, follow people that inspire you, or maybe reach out to your upline and be like, hey, I want to talk about this, but I don't know how to word it. That's sometimes the thing too. You know what to talk about, but you just don't know like how to word it. So go to your upline and they'll help you like form a caption. That's what we're here for. Never, ever, ever feel like you're bothering your upline, ever. Whether you send them a screenshot or you text them or whatever, you're not bothering them. I promise. If anything, they're happy to help you. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you be successful, you know? And honestly, like I always tell my team, I'm like, you are never a bother, ever. If you have 50 screenshots to send me, send them. If you have 50 bajillion questions, ask me. Because like that is honestly my job. That is what we are here for. We're here for you. We're not going anywhere, okay? So if you are like kind of feeling like I feel like I'm so annoying with all my questions, don't feel like that. Just ask the question. Okay, fourth thing, post on your story. Post about the products. Post about a now hiring post. I always have a now hiring post on my story because you never know who's looking for an extra income. You never know. Or you never know who's looking to lose weight or who wants more energy or who wants better skin. You always want to post. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I keep burping. You always want to post about the products and the business opportunity. And then another thing you want to do is post about your life. Don't just post about the business. Post about your life. You know, I made like teriyaki chicken stir fry tonight. I posted that because I love food. And I eat food all the time. Like, okay, like I post that. Or if you have a dog, like post that on your story. If you are, I don't know, like I walked around my neighborhood yesterday in 33-degree weather. Why? I don't know, but I did it and I posted it on my story because that's what I was doing. You know, it's just like Snapchat. If you can post on Snapchat about your life, you can post on Instagram too on your story. You know what I'm saying? So stories are important. Another thing with stories, make sure you're utilizing all of the features on Instagram stories. So like the filters, the songs, the GIFs, whatever. Use the features because honestly, that's gonna boost your Instagram algorithm. So more people will be able to see your stories and more people will also be able to see your page. So like, you know, last week I really like, you know, did more polls and stuff like that. And like people interacted with that. And my likes this week on my pictures have gone up and my story views have gone up. So like, that's what you want to do. So make sure you're doing that as well. Fifth thing, follow up. You always want to follow up with the people that you got their number yesterday and 2 days before. Because following up is super important. Sometimes the conversation just stops. Sometimes they forget to respond. Sometimes you forget to respond. And there are times where like, I don't know, like you just don't know like what's happening on the other side, like when you're talking to somebody. It's literally just like when you talk to your friend, like your best friend, and they leave you on red. Or they forget to respond or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different. So sometimes that just happens. So it's so important to follow up every single day, every day. Because if you don't, and then you message them like a week and a half later, they're going to be like, who are you? What is this? Like, they're going to literally not remember like what you guys talked about. So it's always so important to do that. So what I do is I have a planner. It is right here under all of this stuff. Anyway, I write down whose number I get every single day. So like I save my contacts first and last name, and then I label it as PLC for potential loyal customer, and then the date that I got their number. So for example, I would say Abby Smith PLC 1/23 because today's January 23rd. Or I'd say Abby Smith PDT 1/23. That way I know if they're a potential customer or a potential distributor. And the day that I started talking to them, so like when they enroll with me, when they sign up as an LC or they sign up as a distributor, I can tell how long I've been talking to them, how long I've been following up with them. So another thing, follow-ups is sometimes people need at least 8 to 13 follow-ups before they sign up with you. Think about all the emails you get. Think about all the emails from Victoria's Secret and Target. I get so many emails from Victoria's Secret, like 4 a day, man. Like, and so, if Victoria's Secret is out here sending you emails for follow-ups for sales, then we can follow up every single day. And then, for those people that maybe you got their number yesterday and you text them today, they don't answer. You text them tomorrow, they don't answer. I turn them into a weekly follow-up. So every single Friday, I'll follow up with them and send them a message about getting my 40% off discount on products, or telling them about the $99 sign-up fee and like what they get with it, something like that. If you don't know how to follow up with someone, reach out to your upline. They are there for you. That's what they are there to help you with. And a simple follow-up can be like, maybe you talked to somebody about keto coffee yesterday and you sent them the keto coffee description, right? But they don't respond. And then you follow up with them the next day and be like, hey girl, how does the coffee sound? That's a follow-up. So simple, so simple. Or, maybe you talked to someone about becoming a distributor. You told them what we do and maybe they didn't respond. And so the next day you follow up and you're like, hey girl, does that sound like something you'd want to do? ? Super simple. Follow-ups do not have to be complicated. So I always make sure to write down everybody that I talk to every single day. And that's kind of how I stay organized. I am like 0.0% green. Like, I have a squirrel brain. I am not really that organized, but my planner is organized. So I always make sure to write down every single day at the end of each night whose number I got. That way I'm all organized for the next day and I can follow up with the people that I talked to today and 2 days ago. Number 6, self-develop. Self-develop is so important. And maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about. If that's the case, that's cool. That's fine. Because I had no idea what self-development was when I started. Because they don't teach you that in college. They don't teach you that in high school. They don't teach you that at any other job. With self-development, it's basically when you watch a video or read a book or listen to a podcast or listen to like an Audible about how to improve your life, how to stay positive, how to make more money, how to be confident, how to believe in yourself. I don't know, like it's literally anything that you need help with. So like for me, confidence is a huge thing. So like you could literally YouTube how to stay confident and so many videos would pop up that could help you, because self-development is what's going to keep you going. Self-development is what's going to like keep you going, like when you have doubts, or maybe you've sent your website to 4 bajillion people and no one has signed yet. Or maybe like you feel like, you're just like really down one day, like whatever. And it's not just for this business though. Like self-development is for like your everyday life, So self-development has changed my life. Like I joined this business, I was extremely depressed. When I joined this business, I was going through a massive breakup. And I just was a mess. I was a mess. Okay. And on top of that, I was broke. So when I joined this business, I was very lost. I had no idea what I was doing. I was so negative. I had no confidence, and self-development was really what helped me get through that. Was really what helped me improve my mindset to be more positive, to be more confident. What that helped me kind of like, not only cope with my anxiety, but how to live with it, and self-development taught me that, like college didn't teach me that. High school didn't teach me that. My other job didn't teach me that, I taught myself that because self-development is out there. So if you reach out to your enroller, they have so many self-development things that they could give you, whether it's YouTube videos, a book, an Audible, whatever. My number one favorite book is The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. That is my favorite book because it just pumps you up, and he's so good with like analyzing things and explaining things, and like literally like it's just like a book that will set your soul on fire. Yes, he spits truth, Sabrina. He spits truth, legit. And so like that book made me go diamond. And I literally swear to it by the say, I need to re-listen to it, honestly. I've listened to it 3 times, but I need to do it. I need to listen to it again. And then the last thing is interact. You want to make sure that when you're, this is what I say to my team. If you are scrolling, you have to interact. So if you're scrolling, scroll, make sure you're liking and commenting. If you scroll on Facebook, I am a Facebook scroller. I'm not really an Instagram scroller. I don't really scroll on Instagram much. I'm a Facebook hardcore scroller, okay? But I make sure to get the scrolling out of my system, I make sure to interact, heart something, laugh at something, or comment on people's pictures, because when you're interacting with other people and you comment on Maria's stuff, Maria will like your comment, reply to you, and then Facebook will be like, oh, Kayla and Maria, they're interacting. Oh, okay, so we're going to show Maria's post in Kayla's timeline, and we're going to show Kayla's post in Maria's timeline so they can see each other's stuff more. That is literally what Facebook does. So the more interactions that you do, the more people will see your stuff, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook. Interaction on Instagram, you can only heart things and comment, but interact on people's stories too. Swipe up an emoji, or comment on something. I always comment on the ones that have food. If someone posts food, I'm like, what is this and where can I get it? Because it looks good. Like I always do that. So that's like interacting with people and building relationships with whoever. So those 7 things are super duper important for you to do every single day. And it's so easy. Like when you're scrolling, you're interacting. Following up, it doesn't take that long. Posting on a story, 2 seconds. Post, 5 minutes. Follow and message, 5 minutes total. You know, like it's really not hard. You could, if you just like sit down for an hour, you can get all of that done. All of it. You'd be amazed with what you can get done in within 30 minutes to an hour. It's amazing. Okay. I said making your own captions, the more you do it, the better it's going to be for you. But also make your own stories. You know, like don't always screenshot other people's stories. I mean, do I still do that? Yes. But like at the same time, like make your own stories, because honestly, I find like when I make my own stories, more people reach out to me because like that story is coming from me. Like I made it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always feel like I get more results and more swipe ups like when I make my own. And that's just like from personal experience. So that's like why I swear by making my own, because I'm putting effort into making my stories. I'm putting like real hard work effort into making them. And then I post them and people are like, hello, I want more info on what you do. Or they'll be like, hello, I want coffee. Like, I don't know, like people like swipe up. Let's see. All right, talked about that. Sorry, I have a list because squirrel brain. Oh, okay. As a new person in this business, it is so important for you to tune into weekly trainings. I swear by Zooms. My entire team knows that I swear by Zooms. Me, myself, I tune into Zooms. I'm literally going on 3 years with this business, and Zooms still help me learn. And you want to know what? When I joined 2.5 years ago, my enroller quit 2 weeks after I started. I had no training. Nobody told me what to do. Nobody helped me with posting. No one helped me. I had to figure it out myself. But you want to know what kept me going? Zooms. The trainings, they literally help you learn so much when you start, okay? So if you don't know what Zoom is basically a giant FaceTime. That's basically what it is. And it's an app. It's free. You don't have to pay for it or anything like that. You just make an account, and every time there's a Zoom, like we're on Zoom right now. So like, you know, like when there's a Zoom going on, you just type in a code and it will log you into the Zoom, and you'll be on the training for an hour, and then that's it. They will help you just learn so much about yourself and learn so much about this business, whether it's the products or how to make more money. You'll also be able to hear other people's success stories about where they were when they got started and where they are now, you know, like, and hearing those stories is inspiring and motivating, and it makes you kind of feel like you're not alone, because you're not. Because like, what I remember when I first started, like, I was listening to like one of my uplines, Sasha, like, she was a double when I joined, and now she's a presidential. But like, when I joined, like, I wanted to be her. I wanted to listen to her. I wanted to know her story. I had no idea what her story was. You have no idea the amount of stories that I've heard from people that are crazy successful, but you have no idea where they come from or what they go through, either before this business or even during this business when they're promoting. You just have no idea. And it's just so inspiring to hear those, because it really does make you realize things about yourself, about your business, and like, you know, maybe what you could do better, maybe realize what you could work on or whatever. Like, it's just so inspiring. So, you know, if your team has weekly Zooms, make it a priority to be on them. Don't just watch the recording, okay? Get on them. Get on a live training, because that is what makes it more real, you know? And like, I can't tell you how many Zooms I have cried on, like how many Zooms I like go on and I cry for like an hour because like, they're so inspiring. So, you know, for my team, we have Nayara's Zoom first and last Monday of the month at 9 p.m. We have Cassie's Zoom every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then my personal team Zoom every single Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, if your team has Zooms, find out when they are, make it a priority, and get on them. They're usually at night around anywhere between 8 to 10 p.m. Oh, another thing. I should have done this earlier. Make sure you have your charts. Your chart is basically your GPS to your promotion of how to go Ruby, okay? I'm going to get one out. This is a Ruby chart. So this is Ruby. And so in order for you to go Ruby, you have to have at least 3 distributors. 1, 2, 3, okay? So you have to have 3 distributors and a minimum of 2,000 GV, or group volume. Group volume is any volume underneath your distributors that are under you. So like, if this girl has like 100 BV and this girl has 100 BV, your GV would be 200 BV. Does that make sense? So you want a minimum of 2,000. And you're probably like, okay, how the heck do I get that? So when you enroll 3 distributors, you have the ability to fast start them and get a bonus. Basically what that means is you want to fast start each distributor by helping them get their first 4 customers or 150 PBV in their first 30 days. If you help them get 150 in volume, like basically enrolling customers in their first 30 days, they get a $100 bonus. They get a $100 shopping spree to buy whatever products they want. And then you personally get $100 direct deposited into your bank account. So by enrolling 3 distributors, $100, $100, $100. That's $300 in fast starts, okay? And those are on a weekly basis. So if you have more than three distributors, fast start them as soon as possible, because the fast starts go from Friday to Friday. So like by tomorrow, which is Friday, you want to make sure that if you have someone to fast start, you want to make sure that they have 150, because that way you'll get the bonus like next Thursday kind of thing. So that's important. So by having them just be at 150, that's 150, 150, 150. That's 300. That's math. 450. 450? Yes. No. 4. What is 150 times 3? I really can't do math. 150 and 150 is 300. Okay, 450. I was right. Okay, so that's 450 in volume just right there, right? And so under each distributor, it says qualified leg. Qualified leg just means that each distributor has at least 400 in volume under them, at least. That is the minimum. It's okay if they're over 400. That still counts towards your 2000 GV that you need. So say, for example, you know, you have each of them at 150, right? That's 450 GV, right? Okay. Say, for example, you know, you fill them to 600 each, right? Say, for example, they have 600 in volume each. 6, 12, 18, right? 1,800 plus the 450 that you got, that's over 2K. Each box is full. Your commission qualified and you promote. It's very, very easy. The charts did not used to look like this. These are new as of like literally a year ago. You used to be able to have 5 distributors to go Ruby. Now you only need 3. So that is like super important. And if you know how to go Ruby, you know how to go Emerald, and you know how to go Diamond. Because Emerald is 2 rubies on your team and Diamond is 3. So easy. So easy. Our compensation plan is bomb. Okay, so you always want to keep your chart updated. And maybe you're sitting there like, okay, Kayla, like this is great, but I don't have any distributors yet. All right, you go get them. All right. So when you get distributors, write the person's name down, the day that they joined, and then you want to just track your volume. You want to check your volume every single day. I'm a Diamond. I'm going double next month. Hello. And I always check my chart. I always update my volumes every single day because I want to know where my team's at. I want to know where my volume's out for my promotion. So I always tell my team, your chart, your promotion. It is your responsibility. You know, at first your upline will help you with like learning everything, but after that, it's all up to you, girlfriend. It is your chart, your promotion, your responsibility. It's not your uplines, it's not your sidelines, it's not your downlines, it's yours. So you always want to make sure that you know exactly who's on your team. You want to know exactly how much volume they have, and you want to know exactly how much volume you are away from promoting, because you have literally 30 to 31 days to promote in 1 month, depending on if the month has 31 or 30 days in it, except February because they have 28 days. This year, 29 though, because it's leap year. Anyway, so you always want to make sure that you have your chart, because if you don't have your chart, you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea where you're going. So it's kind of like, you know, when you're driving and you need to go somewhere, but you don't know how to get there, you use the GPS. Your chart is your GPS to your promotion. So always make sure that you have it updated. If you don't know how to do that, reach out to your upline. They will help you. They will teach you. Another thing is to make sure you get organized with text replacements. This is for iPhone people, Android people. I don't know another way for text replacements. I have no clue because I'm team iPhone. So for iPhone people, text replacements will save your freaking life. Okay, so if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a shortcut. So like every time I'm talking about greens and I want to like save the description, but I don't want to type it out every single time, I will literally type greens 1 and like in my text, and the description will write itself, literally. So it saves so much time when you're talking to potentials, so much time when trying to get orders fast. Like it literally saves you so much time, especially if you have a busy schedule. Will it take you a good 30 minutes to like put the text replacements in? Yes. Will it save you hours and hours of time later? Absolutely. So I have text replacements for my message that I send out on Instagram. So every single time I'm messaging, I type Q1 and my message type itself and I send. I don't want to have to copy and paste from my notes section. If you do that, stop it. You're wasting time. Literally set up text replacements. So I have that for my message that I send out. I have text replacements for all of my follow-ups. So that way when I'm following up with 10 plus people every single day, I just do, I do my follow-up as FU1, FU2, FU3, because it's follow up. So I'll do FU1, send, FU1, send, FU1, send to like all the people that I'm following up with. I also have text replacements set up for all product descriptions and all product prices. Literally all of them. We have over like 40 products, And I have product description. Like, if you need a product description, I got you. I have it. I'm ready. But like I'm telling you guys, when you're talking about the products and you're talking about the prices, having them just as a text replacement, it will save you so much time. I'm telling you. So please, if you take anything out of this Zoom, do text replacements. I also have text replacements for all of my scripts. So like, when I start a PLC conversation, there's a text that I generically send out to about like all the products that we have. So I'll say like, I still need spots for people that want to tighten, tone, and firm, people that want to detox or boost metabolism, whatever. I have that text saved as a text replacement as well, because I don't want to type it out every time. I don't want to copy and paste it all the time, So if you have no idea how to set up text replacements, literally, you can YouTube it if you're a visual person like me, or again, ask your upline and they'll send you a screen recording of like how to do it. And then just lastly, to kind of like close this Zoom, always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself, and always remember why you started. You joined for a reason. Don't ever forget that reason, ever. So like, if you have a day and you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, or no one is ordering from me today, or whatever, if you're having a bad day, just know that it's okay to have a bad day, one. And two, just know that you can do it. You're here. And you know what? Like, we are a Christian-based company, and I don't know everyone's beliefs or whatever, but God gave you this business for a reason. He placed it in your life for a reason. And he knew that you could handle it. He knew that you could do it, because he doesn't ever give you anything that you can't handle, ever. And for me, I am not a quitter. I don't care if crap gets hard. I don't care. I keep going, because I know that this business is truly a blessing in my life. And I know what it's done for me so far, and I know what it can do because I've seen other people do it in this business. So always remember to believe in yourself, know that you can do it, and just also give yourself grace, because you are brand new. You are learning. It's a big learning curve when you start. This is something different, something most people have never done before. Most people don't have experience with marketing. I didn't when I started, but just give yourself grace, give yourself patience, learn the products, learn the prices, learn our compensation plan, learn the 90-day challenge, learn, ask questions, hop on Zooms, like, give yourself time, give yourself patience, and give yourself grace with that. That's the biggest thing when you first start. And then the very, very last thing, make a dream board. If you have no idea what that is, basically, it can be a piece of paper or a poster of all the things you want to accomplish this year. So if you want to go Ruby next month, put that on a dream board. If you want a new car, or maybe you want to pay off debt, or maybe you want to go on a dream vacation, or maybe you want to get your nails done, or maybe you want to get a Michael Kors bag, or maybe you want a new phone, or AirPods, or an Apple Watch, or whatever you want, put it on a piece of paper or a poster board and hang it where you will see it every day. Because when you're having those bad days, where you have those days where you doubt yourself, and because I'm being very real, because that will happen. There will be ups and downs. And you know what? It's not just this business. It's with any job that you have. There are doubts and ups and downs with any job. Any job. Doesn't matter what it is. There will be ups and downs. And when you have those downs, you look at those dreams and you're like, wow, that's what I want. That's what I'm striving for. That's why I'm working so hard. That's why I joined this business. Because that is literally what's going to keep you going. Your goals are so important. Make sure you write them down and put them in front of your face. And that's pretty much it. I know that was a lot of information. I know that it has been officially an hour-long Zoom. But you know what? You're here. And you listened to it. And you got through it. And that's it. And if you can go Ruby, if you can do all the things, if you can learn and be patient, give yourself grace, dream big, work hard, you can go Ruby, you can go Emerald, you can go Diamond, you can go Double Diamond, Triple, Prez, Ambassador. You can do all the things. All the things. It all starts with Ruby. It really does. It really all starts from there. And then once you're Ruby, you grow as a leader because you have a team. That's another thing. Never give up on your team. Never leave them behind. That is what my enroller did, and I will never do that to my team. So when you feel like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should just stop. Don't do that, because you got a team and they look up to you. And who are you to quit on your team? Don't do it. All right. So I'm going to look through these comments. Fast starts at life. Yes. I love Zooms too. You have to get fast starts in by Friday to get paid the following Thursday. Yes. The highest amount I got was $2,000 in 1 month. Guys, that's not even including Christian. $2,000 in fast starts? Well, that's awesome. It honestly, it's literally like fast starts are a life. Those are honestly what pay my credit card bills. Like, hi. And it's on top of your monthly commissions too. That's a good thing to point out. So like if you are going Ruby, right? Say you promote to Ruby. That's an extra $500 average monthly, right? Say you get 5 fast starts on top of that. That's an extra $500. That's $1,000 in 1 month, guys. Like my job did not pay me that ever before I did this. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I have no idea about text replacements for Android. I think there's a app called SwiftKey. I don't know if that's correct, but that is like another like keyboard, and you can do text replacements through that. For text replacements on iPhone, it's literally in settings under general and keyboard. YouTube has trainings. Yes, I listen to a lot of trainings by Cheyenne Knox because I love her and I'm obsessed with her. But she's like an awesome leader. Her leadership is amazing. Oh, excuse me. And she like literally like pumps me up all the time. Does anybody have like any other questions or anything? If you're confused, what are you confused about? Ask the question. Anybody? Any last questions? Anything? Because if not, I will end this Zoom. I'm just literally going to give it like 30 seconds for people to type a question. But I really hope that this Zoom helped you guys. I know it was a lot of information at once. If you took notes, good for you. But if you didn't, rewatch the Zoom because it is just like so important to like know all the things. And once you guys like get into a routine and like know what to do every day, it's so easy. It's so easy. This business is so simple. So simple. You literally get paid to work from social media and talk to people all day. That is literally all that we do. That's it. You just use your Instagram, you use your Facebook, and you talk to people about the business and the products. And that's it. And you follow and you message, you already do that. You post on your story, you already do that. You post on your feed, you already do that. Like this business is so easy and it's so fun. It is so fun. And you get to help people with their goals, whether it's with the products, with their health, or wealth, with their income. There's no lose. You always win. You always win. I'm a newbie, so this whole business thing is very overwhelming for me, but I'll watch the YouTube videos. Girl, I was, oh my God. I had no idea what I was doing when I started. So you're not alone in that, okay? It's a little overwhelming at first. I'll give you that. But like, the more that you learn and the more that you give yourself patience and grace to just learn all the things, you'll get it. You'll get it and you'll grow as a person, you'll grow as a leader, and you'll do the dang thing. And you'll be so successful and you'll crush your goals and be amazing. Like it just takes a little time and it's a little overwhelming at first because it's a lot of information. But like you just got to give it time. Give it time, give yourself grace, keep going. Don't stop. Okay. I think I'm going to end this Zoom, but thank you guys so much for hopping on. I'm so glad you guys all got on. And for anyone that you know that is also new or wants to go Ruby, refer this video to them. I am going to I'm going to stop the recording and post this, and you will be able to watch it whenever you want. But I'm going to stop this recording.